than 2 years to the effort of the training and development investment to have impact on the innovation maybe take more than 2 years. So we should consider a long time period. Also, we have the two variable of training. It means name number of training hours and the effectiveness. But given some the potential significant role of other characteristics of training effort, so further research should use ordinal measure of training should be conducted. The fraud is managerial assessment may overestimate the effect of training on development investment on the performance. So we should use some objective indicator or index in the future. And finally, because the data is come from the Korea, so we commonly characterized by the distinct organization culture and managerial. So the effect of human resource and on employee behavior are different between the emerging market country and Western country. So in the future, cross-cultural and cross-national employee research is needed. We also should develop a matrix of relationship between the different learning practices and distinct form of innovation. Maybe we can divide the form of innovation that incremental innovation or radical innovation. And the last one is we should achieve comprehensive understanding of the intermediate process between the training and innovation beyond the learning practice at the level of learning. For example, employee subject to job satisfaction, employee commitment may be a potential mechanism that underlies the effect of training and development at organization level. So that is the end of the presentation. Thank you for.
Yeah, so while the TA prepare for the couple evaluation, maybe provide some quick comments. Okay. Generally for the readings, the presentation, it's good, but I would like to remind you for the rest of team for you to conduct the readings presentation, okay, especially for the research, for those variables in the previous two sections, okay. For the introduction, don't put too many words. You just need to highlight some key points only. The way it could be addressed, like earlier in reading 2, the way they address it. I don't like you to put too many words because that indicates that you don't really, kind of integrate the idea into your mind then. So that is the first one, the first section, introduction. And please identify, for example, like the research purpose, research motivation, research gap, for example. For all this are kind of most important sub-issues in the introduction. And for the second subsections, like the theoretical base and hypothesis development, it's not just for you to list up the framework only. I think I also mentioned about it at the beginning of the semester. For you to present for the readings, the most important part is that they are the key variable in the research model. You have to explain for it clearly. But how could it be possible for you to, without the slides, to assist? You need to put some terminologies in there. Okay, so then the audience, they can capture the idea more clearly instead of you just orally present for it. Actually you can put the key concept for each variables, as well as one of the most important issue, hypothesis development. I think at the beginning of the semester I also mentioned about it. It's not just only for you to put the hypothesis model and then put the address for the hypothesis only. No, that's not. That's not enough. I want you to list up the hypothesis development, the logic. Why hypothesis 1 come up with the this A and B, X and Y, they are positively correlated, right? You need to give the reason. Yeah, the reason is in the paper, right? You can just list up some key ideas, right? The logic, because it trains you a little bit later when you are going to work on your thesis. You also need this hypothesis argument, the development logic, right? As for that part, it's very important. It's kind of the core. Okay? Yeah, but then miss that part, actually, it seems it's a shortage of the kind of the main issue in this presentation then. Alright? Okay, so yeah, that's the parts are more important. Okay? So yeah, that's